JHS Estate. Okay. Good evening, Bulldog of Bull House. But how's Bull House, Steven doing?
We're good.
Okay, we'll talk about that one. Says that I'm Punisher from Bolga. Anytime Bulldog, sorry. I don't know what's in my shoe. Anytime Bulldog is in the studio, it's always interesting and fantastic. And please tell the Sac native to stop attacking and claiming that Bulldog hates their artists. Year of abundance, Punisher inside Bulldog. That this guy is really following you.
Yeah.
Okay. The events calendar is so choked. Christmas in Ghana is a 6-day festival. Most events have the same lineup with the same style of performance. It gets very boring. My name is OG. Okay, all right. So, Ruben from Insawam Xylophone. God bless you for bringing us this nice topic. Okay, there's a hi. I am Ember. Please tell Bulldog we need Shatter on Rapperholic. I miss Shatter. I miss Shatter Sack. Okay, all right. Is Shatter going to be on Rapperholic?
That's a surprise I can't put out. But I mean, Kusio Drew says he's watching us from Germany.
Okay.
And he extends his greetings to everybody. Yeah.
All right, yeah. Okay.
So this question about
this is my show.
It's also our airtime.
Okay, so this is it. Now, there's a if you're event organizer out there, if you're having any event this like with lineup, if you're an artist as well, if you're a manager, if you're an event organizer, if you're a sponsor, whatever you are, once you're associated with an event, I mean, like we did for the Shatter Rain concert, the Wonderboy album launch. See, we can do exact same for you if you want your event to be broadcast live.
Wow, you met an event.
Casapoli bia. So if you want your event
to be Yvonne,
if you want your event
to be Yvonne,
if you want your event to be broadcast live here on Xylophone TV, anywhere from Ghana, anywhere in Ghana, trust me, Xylophone TV has got you covered. Xylophone TV. So just walk into our premises or any of our WhatsApp numbers there also. You can give it a call and trust me, we're going to. So event whatsoever, once you want live coverage, promotion, anything of that sort, we've got something special package for you coming from Xylophone TV. And then you know that when it comes to entertainment, Charlie, we're number one. But later on, I'm going to put out numbers that you can call to this special offer. This one is coming from me, from my heart to you. All right, now let me just introduce my celebrity guest, who is also my brother, okay, from another mother, the man who's got if I get you already know, but he's got a new one out, Gold. And it's because of him, is the gold behind this, branding and all of that. You get it. So the man, Wutah, Kobby. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
First time. How are you doing?
I feel blessed. How are you?
I'm good. I haven't said the name that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Excited.
All right. So before we get on with Wutah, Kobby, like I asked that, why Accra? Why all these events? In Accra, aren't we bedding like the city that much? There are other places we could. There's Kumasi, there's Takra, there's Techiman. There's so many places.
I think we've not done well by spreading some of these things. But I think this year, someone like Stoneboy is going to Tamale, to do the Beam concert. So if I get it right. But I think Accra has always been a hub. Accra will always be a hub unless there's decentralization. I've said this before, that even if you look at artists that belong to other regions or other jurisdictions, they flood Accra because they believe that the structures here in Accra work. But I've consistently said that if you stayed in your jurisdiction and grow the brand to its potential. You could enjoy its fruits, and these guys from the top clearly proved it. Fancy Gadam and Macasio at a point did that. Actually, I'm saying when they started.
Yes.
I think it was just 3-4 years ago. That's when they really came up, and these are forces that, as I speak to you today, if you go out there and you don't add them to your
show,
you won't get the numbers. And I'm so proud of them. There's another region I don't know why they've not done same. A region like Takoradi. Look,
but now Kofi Kenyatta is
Kofi Kenyatta is an Accra boy. Technically, I'm saying that there are too many artists in and there are more talents in Takoradi than Kumasi. I can stick my neck out, and they are good. It's not like they're better than Kumasi, but there are a lot more of them. I think that if the industry players or radio people or whoever put out entertainment pundits out there harness what they have well, this sort of thing will not happen all the time in Accra.
Okay. So
I think it's a conscious effort all other regional people, will do. Accra, because Accra is a capital, everybody wants to be here. So we need to have that conscious effort to take other things out. If it's not so,
okay. So I think on that note, we need to say big shout out to Stoneboy, who's taking the beam
to Tamale. Yes,
that's a big move. And also, we need to congratulate Adam for the Adam Fest.
Yes,
that was
yes.
It was a successful.
Huge.
But he broke his own record.
Let's also look at this one, and special greetings to Kwesi Odro watching from Germany. So it's a cool guy, man. It's all also about patronage. And by patronage, I'm talking about the cash value of patronage. I've had opportunity of doing events in Western Takoradi. I did one with Becca in Takoradi, and then I did one also in Branhaf. The one that I did in Branhaf, the place was filled to capacity, and yet the money that was in my pocket was less than 4,000 Ghana cedis.
How did they get inside?
It's either you have to reduce it to like 5 CDs, 2 CDs, 10 CDs, that kind of thing. Yeah. You remember the Charter House experience in Takoradi, Kumasi, about that gospel event they did. From that one, they haven't done any gospel event again. You see the whole thing. And so it's also about that. It's about the patronage and then the willpower, the money power for the people to do. If you are going to do 2 million in Kumasi, the question is how many people, maybe looking at their financial capacity, have 2 million to pay to come and watch.
You mean 2 million? Who pays 2 million?
200 Ghana.
Now you are talking.
200 Ghana. If you do Western region 300, 1.5, the capacity for people to pay that money, is it available? But then when you come to Accra, it's a facet of like rich men, average men, corporate men, all mixed up together here. And there are some people, they are cool. Even if you do a 500 Ghana by table, they want to feel free and then come and witness the show. It doesn't mean that there are no rich men in the regions, but there's something we call, you have to use the average margins of per capita income that goes into the people's pocket and measure as to whether the individuals have the capacity. If you are charging 5 million, they can pay.
I want to disagree a little.
Exactly.
Look, a town like Akwitia, these boys get money for there. These mining towns, they have a lot of money.
But
then again, the question is that when you talk of these regions as well, these places that you're mentioning, in terms of production cost in putting up the show, would also be lesser compared to what you would have in Accra.
It is not true. It is not true.
For a venue,
it's not venue wise fine. You may get venue cheap, but I'm telling you, logistics. If you want to really do a show, like what Shatter did, you need to drive everything from Accra. We drove everything. Samir want to straight everything to Accra.
All right, good.
And so I'm saying that it's actually not as if that the people don't have the funding, like the boys that you mentioned.
And then again, you see, that is why for me, I believe that governmental institutions like the Ministry of whatever, creative, these are things they should be looking at. What you say? Because you see, and I've always said, and I'll say again, the industry that we ply our trade in was built by individuals.
Yeah.
So if there's a ministry that's here to support us, they've been here for 8 years. I think the Mahama administration introduced the Adokufo, I mean, what's the guy's name?
Yeah.
The current president.
Nana Ado Dankwa.
Nana Ado Dankwa.
His
Oh,
Excellency.
you don't know your current president?
No, I mean,
You know his name.
No, I've forgotten.
You know. Yes, you know.
He's not doing so much, so I've forgotten his name.
All right. Okay.
He's not doing so much.
Okay. Continue.
You know, he's not somebody I can.
I don't want to go your area this evening.
Yes,
so let's
I
continue.
somebody. Okay. So if a ministry like that, you know, is there, I believe that these are things they should be championing. What you are saying?
Well, when you say things, what exactly would you mean?
Take huge shows out there.
Okay.
Take the Kobbys, take the Shatters, take the Stones, take them out there.
Okay.
Listen.
So it should be. If I'm getting it, should be some sort of an intentional effort by government to take out some of these shows to the people,
Like they will do with development. They should send entertainment.
Okay.
What you are saying? Because from all we are saying, I'm a businessman. This man is a businessman.
Yes.
He knows that when he goes to Akutia or another place, it's a waste of time. Why don't I hustle in Accra, where I can call Frankie Charlie?
Bo, the only side I will agree with you is on the government aspect is maybe government providing the financial enablement
That's what
to
I'm
empower
saying.
event organizers.
basically.
But even that, they should
that
champion it. You know,
Yes.
listen, they have events themselves.
Yes.
Listen, we have I don't know how many tribes we have in Ghana, but I mean, there's we have festivals every time.
Year. Yes.
Government can partner these festivities.
Exactly.
So Hogbechocho, whatever, Popo,
Akumese.
everything, anywhere in Ghana, Yam Festival, wherever it is. So we bring these huge
Act.
stuff out there. Now, when we start doing that, the industry will be. Listen, Tamale is another.
But we are doing a free man.
Who? Exactly.
Yeah.
Another joke
Yeah.
of you're from Ukraine.
It's all right. Go to commercial break.
No, I'm not going. Wutah is in
give
there.
it
You need to go to
foreigners
commercial
to
break
go and
before Wutah
spend
comes
for
in.
nothing.
Is there?
You have to go to commercial break.
I'm not going for.
You want us to continue?
Are you the director of the show?
No,
Are you the producer
no,
of
I'm
the
a
show?
shareholder of the show.
I wanted to use a word on the show, but maybe I mean you see when is BNI for
I know I'm going to go on the
You know?
All right. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Wutah Kobby Abasho, Magic Kasa ni nyinaa. For you as an artist, have you tried? I mean, let me track it back a bit. Even when you were in a group, did you try staging a show by yourself as a duo, as Wutah?
Yeah, there was one time. It was actually a club. It wasn't really like a major event. It was an album listening session. We had it at Boomerang. You know,
in Accra.
Yes, Boomerang is quite a smaller place. You know.
Okay.
And around that time, there weren't many artists doing their own shows. So
Okay, but you've traveled around the length and breadth of this country, so you know these fans and these audience. Do you see, for you as being a celebrity and artist, do you see yourself, going into these places and putting up shows and always not being in Accra?
Yeah, I think that it's a good idea to do that, but the logistics are not always there for us, and for some of us in the position that we are, we always need partnership to be able to do that. If not, it's going to be very difficult, but it is something that I would like to actually venture into, because I believe that there's still market out there that has not been tapped, and it's mostly also in the upper lands or the interlands.
But then again, before we go to the video, if we look at Edem, for example, he seemed to have conquered the whole of the Wutah region. Kofi Kinata has done same in Takrady. Ashaiman is Stoneboy. Tema Sarkodie is conquered. When we say Wutah Kobby, or even Wutah as a brand, what would you say is your, like in election, your stronghold?
Well, I think that from the era where we came from, there weren't all of those movement and nations and all of those things. We were more like a national asset than just nations or representing areas. You understand? So it wasn't really like a thing for us to actually say this is Wutah fans, because when you mention Wutah, it was more like a national thing. Nobody would say this man Proby, or are they man Proby boys or Dansoma boys, or no. It wasn't more like that. Now the need has come, so I'm also trying to build my own kind of.
And so where
currently I reside in Abokobi, so I'm looking around.
ABK fans. You can do ABK.
Well, I'll think about that.
But try Winnipeg Junction. It's an area you can discover.
Abokobi, Madina, Oyarifa, Teman, Abuba, Hachu, all of those surroundings. Yeah, I think that it's a place that I could also tap into.
Okay, but when we talk about Wutah being a national asset, of course it is true. Do you still feel that that relevance as the brand still being a national asset?
Well, I think that Wutah then, as a duo, there's nothing has really changed, because that duo did something that cannot be cleaned.
Yeah.
So that stays there.
Yeah.
But it's no more. Now it's Wutah Kobby.
Yeah.
So I will not compare then and now.
Okay.
You understand?
But you are not comparing. But for you, it is good because you have tasted what the duo was.
Yes.
Or you were half of that duo.
Yes.
And then you are now a solo artist.
Yes.
Do you feel some weight lost in between you then half of a duo and then you alone now?
Well, I think I know what I signed up for, and I'm fully prepared, energized for it, and I'm going for the gold. So
I like that.
Yeah, so currently it's a new thing for me, but it's not too late, because I still have the strength and the capability, and my works are proving it. So eventually I'm not going to speak like a soothsayer, but for someone who keeps working harder will always get there. That's one thing I know for sure.
Okay.
I'll just want to chip in something. I've always wanted, and I'm very cool with him and his brother. Probably I should have asked this question off air, but I don't know if I can.
You can still.
Yeah. For me, I saw a video you did.
Yeah.
That says Wutah is no more.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't believe you believe in what you said.
I do. 100%.
No, you don't. So I'll come and explain.
Okay.
I'll come and explain. What is the brand name you're running with now?
Wutah Kobby.
Wutah is still there.
Okay, so then I explained that Wutah, the name Wutah, is not just like a name. It's actually a statement. It means fire.
Yeah, but that's your explanation.
No, I'm explaining to you.
Yeah.
It means fire. So it actually depicts what we put out there. It's not really. I wasn't born called Wutah. It was out of what I do that we bet that name, Wutah, which means fire.
Brand name.
So
that is why what I'm still doing is still bringing out the fire in me.
Okay.
So
are you by that statement referring that the Wutah you are using now doesn't have any relation to the former Wutah group which you existed in?
No, but
per this statement.
Wait.
Per this statement.
The reason why I'm saying that is, you see, that is your explanation. Let me tell you one thing.
Okay.
You said something.
Right.
And I still believe you are what you said you were, but you still are. You are a national asset.
Right.
You are still a national asset.
Right.
You sold to us Wutah.
Right.
I don't want to say whether Wutah is fire or Wutah is whatever. The brand was Wutah. There's a tape that says Wutah. You understand? And you were two.
Right.
Now, when you say Wutah is no more, you have to stick to it. It means that go with Kobby, because trust me, these things are spiritual. Deep down in our hearts and in our minds, you have sold Wutah to us. Now, if you are going about just half of Wutah and you are saying Wutah, it won't work.
Why not?
Okay.
It's worked for other people.
No, I'm not
there
saying.
Was a Chami now. There's a Chami Kwame.
No, but that's different. That's different.
The time that they did that, the population in Ghana was very check.
no, but
how different is that?
Chami is different.
How different?
But Kobby,
You see,
The population in Ghana was very little.
Achame is plural and Ochiame is singular.
Yeah. So what's the plural for Wutah?
I know that you have
Maybe
to tell
Wut-
us.
maybe
That's what I'm trying to explain to you.
Maybe Wut, but you see,
why can't you just say?
but what
will
bull?
be wrong
What
is that-
bull?
Because the statement also means a lot to me.
What
to
statement?
you, what
okay, so the
what it
name
means
Wutah
to you.
The word-
means a lot to you.
But you
the
see,
statement Wutah,
Kwesi-
the fire, means
Kwesi-
a lot to me.
But
Okay,
what he is saying that I am trying to look at the corner side is that, per the statement that my gentleman is making, he is referring to the fact that when he mentioned Wutah now, he's not referring to the Wutah that was a national asset.
It can never be.
He is referring to a Wutah which is fire.
It can never
Yes.
be.
In reference to the English language Wutah,
Exactly.
which means fire.
Exactly.
And then Bull is also
Statement.
trying to put him into the lane.
Yes.
That
I get-
you people sold us Wutah.
Yes.
Exactly.
And Ghana knows Wutah.
Exactly.
So if you know Wutah and you want to go away, go like how the P Square Boys did. They did Root Boy. My name is Root Boy.
Okay.
And he's
So
going by
I
the
get-
name Root Boy worldwide.
I get the
So
two
there's
side.
no P Square anywhere. Root Boy.
I get the two side of the coin.
Well,
Now,
you have a point.
Yes.
But I believe that Wutah Kobby is working for me and
Okay.
it's staying.
Okay.
And you would see
So it means there's still
Okay.
Wutah.
there's Wutah Kobby.
okay, so the last question, then we'll go to the video.
Yeah, last but one though.
No, it's the last.
That's but two actually.
Or they both have questions.
Is
You have a
that
suggestion.
do you go to events
Right.
and then they announce you on stage
Right.
as Wutah Kobby?
Yes.
Yet you get on stage and people seem to be disappointed because they wanted to see a duo.
No.
No, once you say Wutah Kobby, you're
They
expecting
know
one
that
person.
it's with one person.
And no, even in terms of performance, I'm sure
No.
you're all
They don't get
you're all entitled to.
Big
they,
man.
they don't
Uh-huh.
get disappointed.
Me, I don't know your brand's people, but I'm telling you, trust me. I'm not a soothsayer and I'm not God. I can't predict anything, but I'm saying that you are still linked to your past, and you cannot be looking in the past and looking in the future.
I'm not.
No,
It's
no,
who
no.
I am.
No, it's not about you. You see, that's why I keep saying that.
It's who I am.
It's not about you.
Okay.
It's about the people
Hold on, okay,
receiving
hold on.
what you're giving
The
us.
other,
What about who I am?
Yeah, but then it means sell yourself differently.
I'm
Okay,
selling
this-
myself
this-
as Wutah Kobby.
Okay, so hold on. Now,
Right.
in this case of the duo,
Right.
your brother
Right.
uses a free
I don't know what he uses.
This is a free.
Uh-huh.
You know,
I don't.
a free
And
is his name.
I know that there is an free attached to it. As to whether he's coming
he's
to
also
say
Wutah Free.
he's- Exactly. That's what I know. So I don't know
Oh,
whether
you know. Okay, so you think he's using with a free?
that's what I've seen. You can check it out.
Okay.
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 Then it still will have issues. You guys, both guys will. Have
But do you believe that there's a possibility
From a
Wutah
brand-
will come
It's
back
not.
you?
It's not. It's
No,
like waiting for a
No,
ship.
this is the second.
At the
airport.
No, this is the third.
Like waiting for what?
A ship at the airport.
This is like the third time.
No, this is the second. But you see, my confusion
This is the second time you are
Yes,
splitting up, right?
yes.
And this one is for good.
Me, I'm not worried about that. I'm coming from a pure brands place. You understand? I'm coming from a pure brands place.
I have a question when you finish.
Yeah, you see.
No,
you
I need
see,
to
in
go. I need to go and do the
branding-
video.
Yeah, we'll do the video. The video there, we invited him.
In
We'll surely
branding,
do it.
yeah, it's very, very important. Our names. Even if you look at Samini, he came from what?
Batman,
And he dumped it completely.
And then
If you look at Shatawale, he came from where? He
bandana.
dropped it. You understand? There are people.
You know.
Wait.
You know the funny thing.
No.
So when Batman was Batman, Shatawale. When Samini was Batman, Shatawale was bandana. BB.
Yeah.
And then when he says Samini,
Yeah, I know, right? I know, right? So I'm saying that, you know,
I think Samini actually went from Batman to Batman Samini. and then to
so then he dropped it. So I'm saying if
and
you
even
have,
to Dagati.
so you
Dagati
see, if you're in a
Dagati.
transition,
There was
Yeah.
one Dagati to
no.
Dagati.
If you're in a transition, I'll respect that. But I'm saying eventually Wutah has to go because you see, when you say Wutah is no more,
It is.
no, that's spiritual.
Oh, okay, Boo, make I ask this question.
That's spiritual.
And I'm happy because sometimes as panel members, persons of entertainment show, we got a bit crippled by trying to define why you guys split, and then we are all saying different things. And you are here.
Right.
Kobby Wutah.
Wutah Kobby.
Wutah Kobby.
Kobby, yeah.
Thank you. What is this one thing that cannot hold you and your brother together. One.
So what is it? You said Kobby Wutah, and you said Wutah Kobby.
Yes.
Wow. Then Wutah will definitely be back.
No, it's not.
What is that one thing? There's been, now, I mean, before we go to the video,
yes,
I mean, and people are really much interested. Let me make the question easier for you.
I know the question.
Some people think it's you guys is money. Some people think that ego, pride. Some people think it's women. Some girls that are, you know.
So allow him to answer the question.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately,
there's so many collegial girls we can share.
That, but it's that part of my journey where I've actually checked behind me, you know, and whatever the reasons are, I don't deem it necessary to talk about it because I've actually prayed about it, worked on it to make sure that it becomes a thing of the past, whatever the reasons are. So I'm sorry, I cannot talk.
But your past is still with you.
Because we want to know. We want to know because for the purpose of
call yourself Wutah.
Yeah, we really want to know.
So for
that
you,
one thing
for
that
you,
cannot
for
hold
you,
the two
Bulldog,
of you
okay.
together.
Yes, for you, Bulldog,
yes.
your bane is that once the brand Wutah attaches to the name, it means that Wutah Kobby has not moved on.
Because the spirit is actually the Wutah.
Transition, if it's in transition, it says, okay, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, I'm dropping Wutah and I'll go with Kobby. I'll stop talking. But if this is a brand, I'm telling you, if this is the brand you're going to carry on,
I think that he will get used to it.
Who will get it? Okay. Because actually, if you look at the thing, Wutah is actually the fire, and it's actually the spirit behind the two of them.
Exactly.
And
it's actually the spirit behind the two of them.
For me,
and you
I'm
can't
sure,
take it away from them.
Sure
and that's the issue.
And two people built the spirit.
Yeah, two people build the spirit, and one person now
will not allow.
Now the two people, they have taken scissors and they are divided. They are trying to cut the spirit into two and say, "I have one spirit. Me too, I have one spirit."
I'm working hard on what I'm doing, and it's working. So.
Okay.
And
I know.
We all know.
And say you're doing very well.
You're doing great, and we all appreciate that. But we believe that without unison,
and in times like this, I'll actually, be happy if there will be more, positivity and weight thrown around what I'm doing, because you can see I'm doing something.
Yes.
And you know that I'm the only person doing something. So when
you say you're the only person at what,
like
in this space,
hearts, you know that. So
it's been a thing of the past.
Yeah, but I mean you can't just do
so
that.
So in this space, I'm thinking that. The more help and the more.
No, as for the help, then we
are not considering our feelings.
As for the help, then we will give it to you.
And then also for someone.
As for the help, then we'll give it to you.
And Brakwesi, I know you guys personally. You guys are like my big brothers. So if we want to talk about certain things,
we should meet in the house.
Thank you.
Okay,
that's why I said.
I like that. You really. That's the first one. That's the first one.
So we don't have.
That's the first. Yeah.
But I mean,
so you agree there are dirty linens?
Oh, we all.
Everybody has skeletons in their cupboard.
Okay, it's good. It's good. I am. Listen.
Confessions.
I'm not saving Wutah in this situation because, like he said, they've broken our heart, and he knows my standard. And then what I. But obviously now let's get on to the positivity. Let's get on to what is going on. But before we talk about gold, before I show you the video, If I Get, which was a hit all over, is back 2 nominations at the upcoming Foresight Music Video Awards. So
three TV Music Video Awards.
Okay, all right. So in the course of the conversations, we're going to talk about voting so that because it's got nice concept to the video. But hey, the new one is gold. Pacho, what's that too good? And I say, what when your gold be?
Gold basically, personify. The value, the adorability, the shiny nature, the lovability of it. The process where we have to go through to get gold. So it's in its context where the people that we value, mostly like our lovers or the people that we cherish, they are like gold to us. And the process that we go through, like through the mud, through the fire, and then we get that small thing, and then it's so adorable, so lovable, and that is how I want to cherish and want everybody to cherish their loved ones as gold, durable as well.
That's good. That's a good one. That's how intelligent he is when it comes to music. But hey, let me not just keep you away. Let's go see the video. When we come back, the review begins here and any other discussion thereafter. Enjoy. All right. So you must be good. But trust me, if the DJ is not playing this at your wedding, please don't pay the DJ. If the DJ is not playing, you must be gold actually at your wedding. This, I mean, the song is out, so if they're not playing at your wedding, that means that you are not gold after all. You must be gold. That's why your husband is spending so much to get you home. All right, guys, let's talk about audio. Bulldog, you're telling me something off camera, and I'm interested to know that
the song is gold. That's what I'll say first.
Yeah.
And I feel the antiqueness. This is not your regular. These days they are spoiling the high life. This has that antique. If it was a car or whatever, I'm finding my vocabs for the music language. But this is beautiful. It is something that brings back memories. You feel the Wutah. it's still Wutah, yeah. So I mean, you feel it in there. And I was asking him when the video was rolling, who did the production, and he said DDT, and that's another dangerous producer, and you can't go wrong if you have a gentleman with his experience. I mean, Kobby's experience. I mean, working with DDT. I think it's a beautiful song.
Okay.
I think he should put all his energy in and push. This is a song that can easily grow on you and go global. So he shouldn't sleep on it. I think we all need to also support, and also push it out there, But I think it's a beautiful piece.
Okay, all right. Before I come to Mr. Ernest, or before we get to the song finally, let me just do the last batch of the message. Now, can say me answer na Kobby, but Mr. Ernest once again, all Hamintina, say hi. I am Kofi Bachela inside Ashaiman. I'm really loving your show. Shout out to all my Beam natives. I say hello, Bud. I say how Bulldog talks shows where he come from. Always, I've been saying he should have been the minister of Ghana music industry, all hands down. I'm Paul Wally. I now get why you are saying it. Paul Wally G from Achimota. Achimota fan base. Okay, I am Kilon Pounds, a Nigerian residing here in Ghana. Kenshata is my world favorite musician. Please, Bulldog, tell Kenshata to take it easy in dropping songs. I know his music, but the Wonder Boy album hasn't finished streaming. We're still on. Okay, all right. Say good job, Xylophone TV. I am Queen Virus from Accra. My greetings to Kobby Wutah. So it's Wutah Kobby. Tell him I like his style and I want to know how old is his Rasta. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, now for those of you who send me messages and you tell me you love their artist and you are their number one fan, I always ask you, are you only saying that or you're putting in the effort? So if you've not followed him yet on Instagram, Facebook and all of these platforms, please do that. And also let's try and stream their songs on the digital stores as well. That's what we do here. So this is a good evening show business. Please tell Kwesi Ernest I want to be an event organizer. I want him to take me as his son and groom me. I beg. I'm near from Mamprobi. I beg. Wow. Okay, all right. Kwesi Ernest is asking how old you are. All right, so Bra Kwesi, this is Nathaniel once again, and my greetings to Wutah Kobby. I really love his songs, especially If I Get. Yes, this one is competing with If I Get now. Thank you very much. Okay, so hello, show business. Loving the discussion tonight. Honestly, in respect to event always in Accra, what do we expect? That's the financial hub of the country. So, show business will always sell better than other regions unless the country improves standards of living in other places. It will always stay like that. Ferguson from Takrade. Okay, this is Wutah Kobby, Wutah. It still takes me back to the Wutah I have been immunized in my system. He just has to get another name for his brand. He is deviating. Tell him. Okay, I think he just explained why. So you got that. Good evening, brothers. I'm watching you people live on Xylophone TV right here in Pram Pram, and I'd like to encourage Wutah Kobby to go for gold. And big ups to Bulldog, Hank Adote Alote. All right, Bulldog is really fantastic for such a question to Kobby. I am really impressed for it. Kobby is Asin Fosu sent in that one. Says good evening. Hey, Wutah Kobby talks as if his brother is not being serious about their music career. He can't move on without his brother. They should come back. For some of you also, you are just stuck with the brand Wutah. So this is from kidoi.com inside Kojo Chrome Oil City. Good evening, K. That's KCSL, okay, and the Pandit. So I feel like Wutah Kobby is caught between the deep sea and being bombarded by Bulldog KCNS be too much. Oh, great discussion anyway. It is Georgentine, somewhere in the Beam City. Okay, hi, my name is Sido from Salaga. I think you people are making scene about his name. The Wutah should change to Fire Kobby. Okay. All right. So now we're done with that discussion. Now we're talking about the video, the gold you just saw. So now let's do the review. Let's do it by itself. We're doing the review here. And so if we can talk about audio, you talk about it. If it's a video, so let's go straight to it. And, you can bring in your ratings as well. Obviously, it's a nice video, great pictures. Yeah, you're talking about audio. So it's a great...
Beautiful.
Okay. KCNS.
Yeah. He's a composer, a good songwriter, for that matter. And so when you listen to the song, that element is portrayed in every bit of the song. And for me, I love the arrangement. He just allowed the emotions in the song to drive on to the end. And sometimes I do say that writing songs is like painting. You have to lay the first one, and then people will come and watch, and then people are expecting how the building will look like when it's finally completed. You understand? And then you put the final paint. People don't judge you by your first paint. They judge you by the final that you put, the finishing. And that is what he did in the song. He started well, and then in between the middle of the song, he tried to fuse a few emotions and here and there. And it was so sentimental, such that when you are listening to the song is almost the same as the video. The emotions have been combined, and it gives you that emotions and feel. I mean, if you're a lady, you have to love the song. I mean, this is a lady song, and no wonder he's targeting the wedding market, because for me, yeah, I mean, I'm sure Yvonne is listening to us, but
should we ask her? Should we ask her?
Ask who?
Yvonne. And there's one thing about the song, it's actually playing in my head. And that's a mark of a good song.
Okay.
I've always said that songs are repetitive. So if you listen to a song and it doesn't
stick in there,
then you won't go anywhere.
Yeah.
And that's why technically when you're writing a song, you have the first stanza, second stanza, you do a bridge and come back to the first stanza. And that's why their chorus is so it repeats. So if you can find a way. Some of these songs, I mean, top notch songs, they weave their words in a way that it actually sounds like the same. So you'll be listening to the verse, but it sounds like a chorus.
Yeah.
And it lingers. It's actually playing in my head now.
True.
And it's going to play for a long time.
Yeah.
And sweet visuals. I was just telling him.
Yeah, we're coming to the visuals. So let's talk about. I mean, you've just introduced us to the visuals, but before we do that, let me just go to Kobby because now if you call Wutah, you didn't say Kobby. It's like you're referring to.
And so did a good job.
Yes.
It's amazing.
Dangerous.
There were no pre. Run and bad.
So I bet so you know yeah, you trouble somebody.
So let's talk about production. And then let's talk about you writing this one. Maybe we don't know. We're just assuming that you wrote it, but for you didn't write it.
So the song
free wrote it.
Okay, so the song was I wrote the song myself. I arranged it. DDT made a production. I brought Odikro to play guitars in it as well. So that got a couple of live elements in the bass lines and everything. So it's like that kind of rich and expensive kind of production. I look at this song more like a national anthem, because Ghana is like a gold coast. So and if you look at the journey through which Ghana has gone through to be where we are now,
the coups and all of that, Okay, I get it. So in terms of production, how long
DDT
so how long do it take you to
produce? Okay, so most times, because I've been doing this work for a long time now, I premeditate most of what exactly I want. So when I go to the studio, and I play the guitar as well. So
Yes.
I try to rehearse it a couple of times, get how I really want it to sound. Maybe play it on the strings to a couple of people to see their reactions to it before I take it to the studios. Now, when I get the reaction I want, it makes it easier. So I know, okay, let's go this way, let's go that way. And DDT also has a way of like pulling out the unheard things from your head, the things that sometimes you cannot say with your mouth to explain, but he manages to, put it together, and it, comes out like gold.
Okay, great.
I like that.
So let's talk about visuals now. Video, absolutely.
I think it's an amazing. They did very well. I mean, the storyline is deep. For me, lighting has always been my thing. And I keep saying that if you miss out lighting, then you've missed out everything. Because really, if you look at the things that God created, those were the very first things He said.
Light.
Yeah, exactly. Darkness has been around for a very long time.
Yeah.
And then they got the lights right. The office scene. He did a 419 on us there, where I felt he was going to kiss the girl and everything, but he was actually reaching out for the door. So for me, those bits and pieces, I like. That actually the guys held him by his balls, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Those small bits. I mean, they did well. The girls in the video, and classic. You usually you want to go and see half naked women. These are the things we are parodying, but these are well clothed women. And I mean, Kwesi was saying that. I mean, with all due respect to him, that in my Ghana, we are there's hope. There's hope. What I say.
Yeah.
So I think it's a beautiful piece.
Okay.
Kudos to himself. Apparently, he co-directed. Because he
I wrote the
puts a concept together.
Yeah, I was going to come.
I think it's a beautiful piece as well. It complements the song.
Great one.
Because anytime I watch videos of this nature, it reminds me of Kwesi Odo Jr. When he's one fine camera guy. He's a photographer. I mean, he's a person who can. I remember him with these visuals. He pan the camera. I mean, tilt it, balance it, gives you some. I mean, you could see how the shot was like. You saw prior shots. And you see how the wedding ring, and the Bulldog has been saying this thing here. You should be able to print out images of a video clip and then frame it as pictures.
Yes. Yeah.
And practically, that's what we're seeing in the video. And I look at the location, the setting, fantastic. And I've been saying that, yes, going to the Dubai, the desert, all these places, they are fine. It's one way of spending more money. But we got nice locations here in Ghana. That if you are not too lazy, you decide to scout, you can really get a very good location for the video. I mean, look at the environment, green, very green, and it gives that gold's meaning. The song and the video gave a very good definition of the gold. I also want to commend the characters in the video. They were just amazing. The young lady, if you look at the motion, the speed to which she came to embrace, it wasn't artificial. She made it natural. You understand? Yeah, she made it very nice. And look at Choir Master. Fantastic. I was wondering where Beverly was when the husband was
opposite another.
I was
breaking news.
I mean, look at it. It was so nice. And the girl herself, she got herself, involved in it. And so I'm thinking that this video, for example, if we can get a sponsor, I'm sure that we should be able to have this like a series of a mini TV series. Wow. Yeah, because this is a series. It's a movie. It's a mini TV series. There should be part 2 of what happened after the hugging there. That lifting there after that because you're moving into something. So this is a series and it should continue. The camera guy is good and the settings are very good. And for me, trust me, this is one good video. And I want to know the person who shot it because this I'm saying, we need to know these people behind the scenes and then give them the power and then encourage them to do more.
Okay, that's
good video.
That's good. We'll know the people behind the scene. But the most interesting thing for me here is that you go to YouTube and then see the video as well. That's what we do the review. But there's a message from Kwesi Odro. It says that Kwesi Odro here. It's very sad to see Wutah go. This group started with all of us, and we've always wanted the best for them. Unfortunately, this sad end had to break our hearts. Nice seeing Kobby again, but I think he should consider what Bulldog and Ernest are saying. Okay, so that's coming from Kwesi Ernest.
So it's coming from Kwesi.
You see,
I want to just jump
really worrying me.
I want to jump into what he said a little bit. You know, you spoke about locations and the fact that maybe we might be lazy and not getting locations. I won't say that. A lot of us, even in our society, we are yet to fully grasp what entertainment is. So a lot of people will not even open their places for
their doors. Exactly. That's
you know,
true.
so I think we need to sensitize and conscientize some of these things.
Good.
And, you know, now it goes back to Ministry of Tourism and what they don't do. They are not.
So we cannot confide in you again.
No.
Boko.
But they are
So, Kobby, let's talk about the concept. Let's wrap it up with the concept, and then let's just narrow it into promotion. How? So we talk generally about promotions. Now, concept-wise, who developed the concept and who shot it, budget, everything?
Okay, so after I wrote the song. You know, looking at the tempo of the song, it's not the normal kukucha song. I think that lots of DJs might not actually loop it in their playlist because of the tempos that's going on. But how do I keep it fresh and green? By adding visuals to it. And not just visuals, but the idea was to create that indelible picture and that emotional, because that's the only thing that we can actually hold on to, emotions. You know, so I figured to write a story that would actually complement it very well. Now, the song is gold, so I didn't want to put gold in there. But if I could create a picture that would make you feel like this is worth going to get for. So you look at the hustle I had to go through to get, you know, the lady that I wanted to be with. Now, to put the value on the lady, to the position I had to fix the lady in there, where, you know, she's been framed by a friend to a party so that the brother could propose to her, you know. And luckily for me, I also got the message, so I had to rush there to save the situation. And the hustler had to go through being pushed outside and everything. And because she was the gold, I still had to find my way through in there. Now, I needed to put characters in there which would actually also get people to watch it more. So then I reached out to my brothers, Prior, Kwama Star, and Big J. And the lady, you know, the lead lady in there is also like a young actress. She's called Vanessa. You can actually check her out on Instagram as well. And the video was shot by Jim Cat.
Right?
Yes.
Okay, not a slay queen.
No, she's not.
Okay. The video was shot by? It was shot by Jim Card, one fine, you know, video director who is from the tech, and you know, he's actually, you know, doing a TV series, Ball Up, you know, doing that. So it's just an amazing. So how much did we spend on this?
Okay, so and then I had a sponsorship from Yomi Yogurt, and then a little sponsorship also from Hillview Guest Center, because that's the place I used to shoot.
Okay. So how much did we spend on the video?
Roughly, let's say around 10K.
10,000.
Yeah.
I mean, that's worth it. That's made worth. Okay.
So if that's minus the freebies.
Okay, minus the freebies.
We've had prices.
Yes.
And we've seen the videos.
Yes.
But this price and the video,
Charlie,
you see that the video is higher than the price.
that's clearly good job done by the director. But okay, so let's take the YouTube start of the video, and if it's not done, so that's it. But hey, that's Wutah.
But my fan page is, you know, Facebook is like 18K.
18K.
You know, not bad.
Okay, all right. So I mean, so we can still actually translate those numbers from Facebook to YouTube.
So if you look at it, if he has 18 on Facebook and this video is done 1,005, obviously it's the 18 people, the 1,500 people are from the 18 who are following the video, trying and giving that support. But like I'm saying, if you look at the years Wutah, Kobby has spent in the industry, looking at the experiences, the kind of great songs that they've churned out over the years. We're looking at these numbers. I'm happy that he used the word that they are trying to do construction on their site too. We would really want to see the construction because really the numbers out there, they are not too encouraging for business. For business, and we should be very particular and then pushing these numbers. I really want to see your numbers going up. Please, and you have to do it because it's a numbers game. Now that's what is ruling the music industry.
That's a good one. That's a good one. So let me do a quick break here. Let me just hold breath on that discussion and do a quick break. Then when I come back, we'll talk about promotion. We'll just fuse it into how he's promoting the strategies. Then I'll pick Bull and Kwesi's thoughts on that. Let's go for a quick break. We'll be right back.